If you sell Pokemon cards, you probably know how much time it takes to list every single card manually. You have to find the exact card, enter all details, set in the price and upload everything, and then repeat the same process again and again. So I built a tool where you can just scan a card, it automatically finds the exact match, applies then your listing settings and gets the card ready to sell within seconds. And this works for different platforms like eBay, Shopify and Card Market, and that is exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. Someone recently asked me if I had a tutorial for this tool and I realized I never actually made one. So today I'll walk you through the entire process live, from the settings to scanning real cards and creating listings much faster. So let's get into it. Here we are now on my website, and on the right side you can see this area, and there we need to drop our photos. I already have 10 of them. I just use these photos and then drop them here. I would recommend, if you make your photos, you can just use your smartphone, but it's a bit slower. I do this, but it's way faster if you have a scanner. For example, there's one from Rico, which is very good, and you can then just put like 300 cards at once, and then it will just scan all the cards, and you can do something in the meantime, and then just upload them to your computer. And then, as you saw here, I use like a Google Drive, just put all my image there. And then from there you can just get them to my website. And here in the background you can see already it now takes a bit of time to process the image. You can do something else in the meantime. And you can see now we have on the right side a table where we can see which image was detected. And on the left side we have the comparison between the detected image on this side and the real image on this side. And what I do is usually to just take a look if the image is correct, but sometimes you need also to check like the number, because it happens that some cards have the same artwork, maybe you know it, but have like a different set and different number. So we need to be aware of this as well. And I just go through every card which I list to double check them if it's the correct one. And I usually do this with the keys. You have like here, you can also use your mouse, just press correct and incorrect. In this case it's correct, but you can also use just your keyboard. And I now do this with my keyboard. And this one is correct. Then I can see quickly this one is also correct. And also this one is correct. And what is also important is you can take a look on the confidence level in this column. If it's a higher value, it's very, very safe to just assume that's the correct card. If it's lower, it might be not the correct card. And also we can just click here if you want to have like a detailed view of the image, or here with the other card as well. And we have also some more columns. One is the language. You can see all was detected as English cards, which is correct in this case because I only uploaded English cards. It can also detect like German, French and Spanish cards. What it cannot do is Japanese cards. If you want to have like this feature, I will implement it. I also want to implement it for myself, but right now it's not working with Japanese cards. You can also put like a different amount if you have more cards of one kind. And also you can just do a different condition. We have no detection of the condition, so very important to put your condition here. I always sell near mint cards in my shop, so I always have near mint as default. And yeah, this is just how I do it. You can also select here sealed card. If you have a sealed one, it does also not detect it. First edition, it can detect, but I would also like check it. Then you can just put first edition. And it also can detect reverse and parallel set cards. And we will see this later in the video. But I also would recommend here to just check it once, and then it's more safe to use it. And rarity, you can then see more infos of the cards. And then the prices, they are from Card Market. I always have like once a day I get the Card Market prices, and so you have the 30-day price, the 7-day price, and also the price low from Card Market here. TCG Player prices are a bit outdated. Some have entries, some not, but I would not really look on these. So it's mainly focused on Card Market, so only take a look on the Card Market prices. And then you have also like artists, set series, set printed total, set total, so all the values which might be interesting for you as well, and also the release date. Then I have like a column which is visual similarity, and if it's have a lower value, like this one, then it might be the wrong case, but in this case it's the correct card. I think it's because of the lower part of the image, because it's from my photo something. And this, I think it's why it's labeled. But you can take a closer look as well on the orange labeled ones, because there the image might be not the same as on the white side. Okay, now let's continue after getting a detailed view on the table. You can also like reorder the columns as you want to have, and yeah, you can just do it as well. If you want to see only specific columns, just do it here. Now on the Pikachu, here we can see this is a Pokemon Day card from 2025, and it's the same set and also same number. And in this case, we need to be careful and select special variant. So we click here on the column special variant. You can do this also for oversized cards. If you have an oversized card with the same number, then click on oversized. You can do this with Pokeball Master Ball. In this case, it sees or recognizes that for this set, there are no Master Set and Pokeball cards, so you cannot click it. But for example, for Prismatic Evolutions, you can just select also Pokeball and Master Ball cards. And what we now want to do is to select special. These are for all special cards, like stamped versions, no matter which one, Cosmo Holos, Shadowless, Pokemon Day stamps, any kind of special cards, just click on special. If there is more than one special card, we can select the correct one with the image in the last step. I think we do not see it here because there are only like the Pokemon Day card. But if there are multiple ones, you can select the correct one later also, as it will automatically pop up because it recognizes it. And this is why we also only have the special card here. So just click special and it will be fine. Okay, now this one is then also correct. Now from new, same thing. We can see the PPS stamp here. So the player series, and this is also why we click here on special. Then click on yes, correct card. It's the correct card. Here we have a wrong card. You can see it's Bennett EX and we have a Pichuan DX. So we click now on no. So this is wrong. You can see it now, it's red instead of green as the other cards. Here's the normal Mew EX card. So we can just put yes, correct. Here we have also a wrong card. So Spiritomb was detected not at the hardware, but the usual version. So we click also no. And here we have a correct card as well. I used two wrong cards by design to show you what to do with them. I think the detection rates differ a bit from bulk cards. They are usually higher to the hardwares. Hardwares are a bit harder to detect, but I use them for hardwares and it works very good as well. But this is why I have the step 2 now. In step 2 we can see we have an option to detect our card which was not correctly detected and see which ones we have as an option. In this case, unfortunately, this card is not in options, so we can't match it yet. For Spiritomb, we directly see, okay, it's this card, 100%, and we can just click it, and now Spiritomb is correct. For Bennett, for Pichuan DX, we need to now use the step 3, where we have a manual search. These are for the cards which was not detected correctly in the prior steps. So we can just type Pichuan DX, and now we can see it's this one, 85 Shrouded Fable, 85 Shrouded Fable, and we can click it. Or we can also search, which I always do because it's quicker, just use this set shortcut, SFA in this case, and then the number, and we have the correct card here as well. We can also use like just type the name, press enter, and we get all the Pichuan DX cards. These are 5, and we can then also select the tier. So then just click it. Now it's green, it's fine, and we have all cards correctly identified. Now we are in the final step where we can select on which platform we want to sell. In my case, I always use Card Market with TCG Power Tools because I sell my cards on Card Market mainly, but also on Shopify. And to sell on Card Market and Shopify, I use TCG Power Tools, which is the platform where I have my whole inventory. And from there, it automatically gets synced to Card Market and to Shopify, and it automatically updates all inventory if I get a sale. So this is very nice to use for me. Also, you can connect it to Card Trader from there. So you can sell it on Shopify, Card Trader, and Card Market. So for the people watching this from Europe, I think it's a very good way to use it. For those who rather sell on eBay, I also have the option to just create an eBay export. So if you are an eBay seller, you can click this. If you are a Shopify seller only, you can click this. And if you are a seller like me and sell on Card Market mainly, and then also on Shopify maybe, or also on Card Trader with TCG Power Tools, you can use this. If you do not have TCG Power Tools, which is the inventory management system for Card Market, you cannot use the export file because Card Market cannot accept it directly. So if you want to use it, you need to use TCG Power Tools as well. I'll link it to you also in the description. Okay, now in this case, we see the different ones which I mentioned priorly, because here's another Pikachu version, which is the Cosmo Holo box set promo. And in this case, we just select this card, just click on it, and now we have the correct Pikachu card. We have now like an export file. You can see it here. These are the 10 cards. The cool thing is now you have the Card Market ID, which is used to match the card perfectly. And if you want also to use TCG Power Tools, just go to TCG Power Tools. I have everything set up already. Go to Listing and Appraisal and select Import a File. Then you can just put it here. This is my usual process. I always do it like this. All my cards, I listed with this. I have like 60,000 cards now in my inventory. And go to Import. Here you have the cards with the prices. In this case, you can already see that this price might not be correct because it used the normal price. But the cool thing on TCG Power Tools is that you can use their auto price feature. And if we just use like maybe this one, which I created, you can define it however you want here to your needs. Set your markup, set a trend, market price. So it's really cool. And then you can see it now identified here the correct price as well. So you can just use the auto price feature from TCG Power Tools. This is why I always use this as well. It's really nice, and it can update automatically the prices every day, for example. You can just use the pricing bot. And yeah, so if you're in Europe, I highly recommend doing it like this, with this variant. So it's the best way to list there on Card Market, and it's the most professional one to do this as well. And the cool thing now is that if you have connected Shopify as well, so like in my case, you can just see it here on my sales channels. Shopify is connected, and if I go now to my Shopify page, you can see here are all my cards. It comes from TCG Power Tools, but you only have like the stock image then, which is not so nice. And this is why I also have another feature, which we can see if I hover over the cards. These are exactly the pictures which I took earlier and used for the detection. You can see here the real picture. And this is also possible over my website. If we clicked on this button, and if you then in settings enable the integration feature, by the way, this is a paid feature, all other is free. And this then automatically after 1 hour gets all the images which I just used to my Shopify store. So I do not need to do anything else than just click on the save button on TCG Power Tools on the listing page, and everything is set up. This happens if you, this works if you do the integration part and link your Shopify store. But if you have no Card Market and no Shopify, now let's see how it works with eBay. Then you can just use here the eBay CSV export, click on it. Here you can select a few things. Let's keep it simple. We have the default English template. You can also select another template if you want to. Manage templates. And here you can choose your description and your title however you want to for eBay. This is just the default one. You can create another one here. And the cool thing is that you can just use here, for example, the card name, the card set name, card number. And if you want, for example, to use also like special variant or the set series as well, you can just click on this here and import it to the title, and then it will automatically afterwards get the correct values always into your descriptions and titles, which is very cool. Okay, so let's just get back to this page. You can also decide which photo you want to use. Here it's the uploaded photo, which is recommended. You can also use the stock photo, which is not recommended because I do not think that eBay liked this very much. I do not sell there, but I heard it from other ones. And also you can use to, just use the uploaded photo plus the stock photo as well. Then select your marketplace here. I think all eBay marketplaces are available. You can then just use the price source. I would also recommend here always use Card Market price source. And here in the table, you can then always see that you have the prices which you want to choose. You can just manually edit everyone or just do it by bulk. You can also add a markup fee or minimum price. For example, if you want to have minimum price 2, just set 2, so all now minimum price of 2. You can add a markup like 20%, for example. Then we have now 240, you can see it. And yeah, this is just how it works. And if you have also an inventory system, I for example have like a chaos sort system where I have like slots of 50 cards always. So which I want to do is like inventory A. I start at slot 210, which was the last one which I used. I have 50 cards per inventory, and you can just click assign, and you can see then also the location. This will then be in your SKU number for eBay. So you can always then, if you have a sale, just see it directly. Okay, it's in this inventory, and there you go. If you have like only a smaller one, like 3 in every slot, you can just assign it here, override, and then it will now, the next one you can see is 211, for example. And yeah, this is all you can set. Then click on Create Export. Then you also need to select the correct Pikachu card, which is this one again. Then let's take a look here. And this is the format which we want to have. Here you can see in your number, you will have the inventory number here at the beginning. And then all the, the values are here. Now let's take this one, go to eBay. Here you need to go to your Seller Hub page and then click, usually I think it's this page, Overview. As I told, I do not sell on eBay, so this is empty on my page. Then here on Reports, go to Uploads. After clicking on Uploads, you can just use Upload Template, choose File. There we just use this one. Okay, now it's finished. We go back to Overview here, and you can see here are drafts. Now we can see all the imported cards, and with all the settings here, we can take a look on the Pikachu card. Just click on Resume Draft, for example. As you can see, we have here the Pikachu card, then how we defined it in our template, the Pokemon, then the name, then the set, and then the number. As I told you, you can define it however you want in your template section. Then we can see here the SKU with your inventory first, and then a unique identifier. Then we have also like the category pre-filled, some part the game pre-filled, card name pre-filled, and some other stuff. And then also the condition. And then we have the card details, also like in the template. This is not very nice here to display it like this. You can just use HTML code. Maybe you can also use like an AI to do this better and just paste the code then in your template, and then it will just look like this. As I told, you can always use like these variables and define it how you want. These are always available. So I just use this as a template so you can see that you have these informations available here. And then you have the price, and this is just how it looks, and then you can just click on List It, and then you have the offer on your eBay page. Okay, now one last thing which I want to note is first that you can also use the direct listing on eBay. Then you can just directly connect it to your account, and the card will directly be in your inventory. But this is a paid feature, so if you want to have this, you need to pay the tool. So these are all free on the top, and the Shopify eBay wants to directly list it there. It's a paid feature. And then on listing cards, another thing which is good, which you might want to use, is that you can just use the card backs as well. If you want to have like the back of the card, I think on eBay it's very common to have also the back of the card photographed, and if you have a scanner, you can just do it once from the first side and then I think also from the back side. So it's very easy to do this. Then just use Upload Back Cards. And then let's go here, and I have it. So the thing is that you now need to do it in the correct order. So if I assume that you photograph the cards in the correct order, and then you can see you need to put it like this, maybe like this as well. If you use a scanner, it will be in the correct order if you do it one after one, I think. And so just do it then, use the normal card, then the back of the card, and then the back of the card. You can see it appears as pairs then here, and then click on Start Detection. And now it will handle everything with the back of the card as well. And you can see it then later on the export file that you will have the back of the card as an image also added to your eBay listing. Okay, now the cards are detected. You can also bulk edit cards for every column. So if you have like only excellent cards, you can just click Condition EX then. Or if you only have like special variants, select special for every card or something like this. It's also possible. And if you want to add a card without an image, you can just click here on Add Card. Also, if you want to add multiple cards, you can just use like 2 or 3 or something like this. And you can just put the cards here then in the last step. So this one we can just define here. For example, we can just add another Pikachu, maybe like this. And then you can see it's now 3 cards, and the Pikachu card will also be in it. So you can just use this if you do not want to make a photo for some reason. Then yeah, just use this feature. And now let's click here on eBay export. Okay, now this is how it looks like now after I imported it. You can see here in the eBay listing, we have here as the second image the card, the back of the card, which you uploaded as well. So yeah, you can just use it as this, then also on Shopify or with TCG Power Tools as well. And one more thing, you can also use an image where you have multiple cards on one image. Right now we only used one image per image, so one card per image. But in this case we have like, I think multiple cards. I just took a photo to show you how it works. And in this case, let me show you the picture first. This is the image. You can see it's like 6 cards, all are reverse cards here. And now you can see 6 cards was detected. I only put this one photo, and you have also the correct image. So if you want to be faster, you can also use multiple images or multiple cards per one image. But the thing is that you can see the image quality is not so good, because it's obvious that if you take more image or more cards in one image, the quality of one image is not so good as if you just do one scan per card or one photo with your smartphone per card. But you can do this if you have like a collection and just want to make a photo from these cards in your binder. You can also do this, but also the detection is a bit it's not so good as if you really do it with high quality photos, because you can see I not really see which number this is on the picture, so it's a bit harder for the AI also to do this. But in this case, it's the correct card. Here in this case, it's also the correct card. It's the correct card. It's the correct card. Here as well and here as well. So if you do it like with 6 to 9 cards, this works also very well. But if you want to do this with more cards, it gets a bit worse. Okay, now what I wanted to really show you is then if you scroll to the right side, you can see the reverse parallel section, and it detected it only 2 times. So it's hard to detect the reverse cards here. As you can see on the image, would you really detect it, that it's a reverse card on the image? No, it's really hard to do this. This is also why it was not detected here. In this case, you can see it maybe a bit on the left side. This is why it was detected as yes. Here it's, I think, again, a bit hard to see, maybe, yeah. And this is also why it not always works very well with the reverse detection. If you do it in a really good light, it is better. But I would, as I told you, always then select by yourself then on the reverse section. If you have reverse cards, just pre-sort them and put everything as yes here. I always do it like this. It's the most important thing. And the most safe thing to do this like this. Just wanted to also notice that it's also a possibility to use it like this. Okay, now I think this is then everything I wanted to show you, and how you can use this tool. Hopefully it saves you also a lot of time. I built this for me, especially for TCG Power Tools. So if you have like any other ideas which I should add for eBay or also for TCG Power Tools, if there's something is not working good, then just feel free to drop me a comment or write me on my Discord channel. And yeah, hopefully this helped you out, and then see you in the next video.